Yeah, there we are.
Oh yeah, and then our discussion is controversial movie opinions.
But yeah, like from now on, like a day before this will
Yes.
show up, so that people can really just like join.
And next time we can make a thumbnail. Hi guys, welcome to the stream.
Hello, hello.
This is our first ever stream on YouTube.com. Welcome to the Atomic Core YouTube channel. There will be something on there after this.
Yippee! We'll do a quick run through of what we're gonna talk about. So, sorry, I can't see. I'm blind. We're gonna talk about some new items that we have in the shop. We've got some featured items as well. Brian's gonna talk about some art, and we'll show a little capsule collection of some items that we've pulled. And then we've got a game planned. Danny put this game together. We don't know the answers to the game. It's going to be fun to play.
I don't even know what this one is.
Brian doesn't know what the game is. So, and then we're going to talk about some movies. And at the end, we'll have a discount code that will be valid for until midnight tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, midnight tonight. Stay tuned to catch all of that.
Shall we start off with our new items?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, yeah. We're past.
All right. So, for new items, first off, we got this Hardly Haunted. This is one of our kids' books. So, I really like we've been getting a lot of really beautifully illustrated kids' books in.
We do have a pretty big and growing kids section.
We're going to get to 1,000 books. We want to be a library. We're pressuring Brian into doing it.
I just ordered a lot of new books.
But yeah, so we have a lot of really beautiful illustrations, and this one's just very like calm and chill.
We also got the Creepypasta collection. This is a fun little book that is literally just what it says. It's a collection of all your favorite creepypastas. It's got, let's see what, it's got Picture This, which I've never heard of that one. Okay, plot twist, I've never heard of any of them. But that's still so fun. It'll be like reading new ones that I've never heard.
Next thing we got is this Godzilla -1 figure. I love anything Godzilla -1. There needs to be more. Excited for Godzilla -2 or whatever it's going to be called because, yeah, it was awesome. I went to see it in theaters. It was great. And I'm so glad we have for this chonky Godzilla. I love him.
Yeah, I get a lot of Super 7 Godzillas.
A few new socks. These are super fun. We've got ice cream. It's kind of like a little ghost face ice cream. We've got these retro ghosts. And a Deathhawk moth sock. Say that 3 times fast. Wow.
We've also got, for the substance heads in the house, we got another substance sticker. This one's smaller, so go on your water bottle. Or I put one on my laptop. But this is the Remember You Are One sticker. So that adds 2. Now we have 2, count them, 2 substance stickers. Also in terms of little things, we have this Beetlejuice Ghost House with Lydia Dietz button. I finally just watched Beetlejuice. It was a good time. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I love like in-universe merch.
I would definitely watch Ghost House.
Oh yeah, 100%. And then the last thing I think we have for our new items is we have yet another Rocky Horror mug. We have this illustrated Don't Dream It, Be It mug. Because we cater to the gays.
All right, and some featured items. This is some restocks and also just some things that we've had in the shop that we think it's time to give a little more love to. First up, to continue the substance, back in stock, we have the We Are Sorry You Didn't Appreciate Your Experience with the Substance.
I put one on my car.
We also have these bubble wands. Easter is coming up. These are really good for like a kid's Easter basket.
Perfect for a kid's Easter basket.
We've also had people tell us that they've turned these into like cups afterwards. Like whenever they use it all, they just drill a hole in the back of the head and put a straw through it.
Awesome.
So we've got Wolfman, the Invisible Man, Bride, and Frank. The whole crew. Gang's all here.
I just love that exists.
I do too.
They do, yeah. They do. They include the bubble stuff, so.
We also got the Stephen King Creep Show back in.
It's super cool. It has those, like, I think this is one with the, like, the matte finish pages.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
And last but not least, as it's March now, we've got the Leprechaun Geeky Tiki and a leprechaun shirt to go with it.
Usually grab them fast because we never quite have enough.
Yeah, we sell out of these pretty fast.
All right, I think that's all of the items that we had for today. So we're going to turn over to Brian for Brian's Art Corner.
All right. Okay, today's Art Corner is in the 1950s. And it's a bunch of new posters. We have a second Attack of the 50-Foot Woman poster.
One wasn't enough.
No, the one was multicolored. This is just the primary poster. We have 8x10. We're getting more and more 8x10s for people who have less space left on their walls.
Which hopefully, you know, people are really filling up their walls with all this art we've got. So maybe they're running low.
Forbidden Planet. Is it a horror? It's got an invisible monster killing people. So I think yes, but it's also just...
I heard Anne Francis stars in Forbidden Planet.
Somebody bought the Anne Francis with birds hanging from her ears today, and I was so happy. Also from Forbidden Planet, Robbie the Robot, the greatest robot design in the history of movies or television. You'll see this guy in shows like 20, 30 years later. We're still using him. And you can see him in MGM's Forbidden Planet. And then Zachary, which Danny didn't know, but a lot of people don't. This is John Zachary, the original horror host. There was a lot of merch. He started out in 1957 in Philadelphia and then moved over to New York. It was Chiller Theater and Scream Theater, and then he had like membership cards. He'd send people signed in his blood. He had like a passport.
What?
Signed in his
It wasn't
blood?
actually signed, but he was so popular that like in the first year or so that he was doing, he asked for 3 human hairs so he could make a pillow, and he got 23,000 responses.
I Wikipedia'd him after seeing this poster, and I didn't remember reading
But
that.
he ran for president in 1960. I don't know how official that was, but
Look what we could have had.
yeah. He was a really fun guy. He really set the stage for Vampira and Elvira and all the rest that came after him, Svengoolie. So check out Zachary. We'll definitely get more if people like the stuff. And then we have yet another one of my favorite spook shows. I love spook shows.
Yes.
This one's from like 57, 58.
Yeah.
And
Give us the highlights.
they've got so much going on. First of all, they've got The Fly, Teenage Frankenstein, Daughter of Dracula. You can see monsters torture beautiful girls because that was apparently what people wanted in the 1950s. It's spooks a poppin', not like anything you've seen.
Drag
bring that
queen
one back.
name.
Spooks a
Spooks a poppin'.
Sights so horrible, never before seen with human eyes. Stage shows too.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and continuing with the sexist tone of it, girls, bring an escort to protect you when the lights go out. Don't dare see it alone. 1950 spook shows. Every
Atomic
poster I
Horror
see,
Spook Show.
I would love to have one. One of my greatest memories, I think mentioned to you guys before here is when in Orlando drive-in, they used to have it down West Colonial, and they had showed some movies and then had Alien Autopsy on top of the refreshment stand. And it was, the assistant was a gorilla, and he went crazy at some point, I think from
Well, yeah, he's
drinking something that looked like milk.
Gotta do it.
Yes.
And then the alien ended up like swinging around and things were flying in the audience and stuff. And I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, that's what these
Yeah.
were probably like.
Yeah.
Bored kids, small towns, get these shows coming. I'm sure they hired just a bunch of locals to dress up in these costumes, run around
I'll
the
be the
audience.
gorilla.
Oh man. There could be two. Two gorillas.
So,
Double the trouble.
Tomacore, someday, bring back the spook show.
Yes. All right, I think next is our capsule collection. So we're going to actually move to the table over here. Today, our capsule collection is Gremlins. With the announcement of Gremlins 3, we're all pretty hype about that. So we have a bunch of different Gremlin stuff. We got everything from shirts. We have a couple puzzles. We got a tiki, and of course, the guy in the middle there stealing the show. We got the full-size Gremlin. We also have Greta, the girly girl Gremlin from Gremlins 2, but she is all safe and bundled up in
Yeah,
her box.
we have full-size Greta
Yes.
and the full-size Flasher, both from NECA. We have both of those for sale.
Yes, and of course we also
In
have
stock.
shirts, bobbleheads. We got a little fluffy gizmo pouch and also like a matching notebook.
I
If you want to
love the
give
fluffy
the
notebook.
fluffy one a tap on the head, he does sing and do a little dance. He's so cute.
And that's a real promotional poster from the
Oh,
original
yeah.
movie.
I meant to ask about
Don't
that.
get burned. You won't get burned from seeing Gremlins. They also had another one, probably get here at some point, of a gremlin holding a Olympic torch and and it references, don't take him to the swimming
Amazing.
competition.
Oh.
Well, yeah, can't get him wet.
Okay, I'm very excited because now it is time for the game. It is time for my game. So this is what y'all, I'm gonna have to shield my knowledge
All
here.
right, I won't look.
Okay, so
I promise.
this is going to be guess the horror movie by the negative review. I have collected 10 movies. Each of them has 4 reviews that get progressively easier to guess the movie, hopefully. We're spanning well, not all decades, but we're spanning many decades. And we'll see how you guys do. First up, 1 star, criticizing cheap horror movies while being a cheap horror movie.
Is this Scream?
Yes.
Oh,
I'd Scream, okay. Well, I'll read the other ones because they're all funny. Half a star, should be called Snore because it's boring. 1 star, such a shit movie, just don't pick up the phone. And half a star, I hate this movie's influence. The whole meta thing is annoying and not clever, like it pretends to be. I wish the writers would kill Sydney off already. That one's just brutal.
yeah, well, that didn't happen, so I'm sorry you felt that way. How many, Sydney's actually survived?
Yeah, we're.
And they said that last year, so they knew.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Next movie. Half a star. Flash some titties and your horror movie is ready.
That could be anything.
Could be
That could
anything.
be any horror movie.
It's Howling 2, which you had on in the shop.
All right, next. Half a star. I was expecting camp. This was just misogynistic and boring.
Expecting camp.
Could also be anything,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's anyone thing from the 1980s.
The Burning? No.
Kind of similar. Half a star. It's so inspiring that they let you make movies this bad.
That could also be like any B horror.
Sleepaway Camp 2.
No.
No.
Kind of in the right worlds, though.
Can we get a year?
1990. Although I was surprised by that, I'll be honest.
Is it Return of the Living Dead?
No.
Ooh.
The last one. Wait, no, actually. No, yeah, it's the last one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might require a drill to the brain to fully process what I've witnessed.
Is it Frankenhooker?
It's
Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yes. Okay. Next movie. 1 star. Jump scare Crazy Frog.
Sorry?
Is it frogs?
No.
Hell comes to Frogtown.
It has nothing to do with actual
Is it
frogs.
Frogman? Because that's new.
Nothing
That's
to
not
do
even
with
out
frogs.
yet, I
Nothing
don't
to do
think.
with
Have you
Jump
seen
scare
yeah.
Crazy Frog. Is it? Oh! Is it Talk to Me?
It's Talk to Me!
Let's go.
Because her ringtone
ringtone
is Crazy
is Crazy
Frog. The
Frog.
song Crazy Frog. Okay, well, the other reviews for Talk to Me. 1.5 stars. I let you in and you disappoint the shit out of me. 1.5 stars. I can let the toe sucking slide, but I draw the line at the dog thing.
That's
Fair.
probably
That's
where
really
what I've
fair.
got it.
Yeah, and then the last one, 1.5 stars. That feel when you're grieving so hard, you do the hashtag TikTok challenge that makes you go crazy and die or whatever. Which is basically just the plot of the movie.
Letterboxd, sponsor us, win.
Yeah. Okay, next movie. 1 star. Pennywise found dead in a ditch.
Pennywise found dead in a ditch. I feel like I know what this one is, but give us another one.
Yeah.
0.5 star. This is what people think the Saw movies are like.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Yes. The other one, 1 star. Captain Spaulding is more cunty, sorry.
And you know what? They're right, actually. I hate to tell them.
Yeah. That's why they kiss. And the last... Oh, actually, I got 2 extras for Terrifier because they were really good. 1.5 stars. My coochie hurts now. Fair. And 1.5 stars. If I wanted to watch a misogynistic clown, I would just unblock my ex. They literally put the drum
That's so funny.
emoji. Okay.
It's a battery.
Next movie. 1 star. Cronenberg as written for 20-year-olds who can't stop at a red light without checking TikTok.
So this is a newer movie, I feel.
Because it read.
Bodies, bodies, bodies?
Mm-mm.
I might as well not be here for this.
No, you're in the game. You're in the game. 0.5 star. Corny porn barely held together by an attempt at social commentary and cheap body horror.
Oh, Substance?
Yes, it's a substance.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one for the substance was 1 star. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. And the last one for the substance is 1.5 stars. TikTok of Dorian gay.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next movie. 1.5 stars. Nuking Kentucky was always the solution.
I know it. I don't know if I want to guess.
Okay.
Olivia's laughing because
I'm
she's from Kentucky.
And do you agree?
Yes.
You need the next one? Brian knows what it is,
Mhm.
but he's...
Jason said Return of the Living
Yes,
Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. The other one, 1 star. Too young for it to be a nostalgia watch. Also, the constant Taco Bell ding when the music played was so jarring. I wonder who was first.
They're not wrong about
Yeah.
that. Now that I
hadn't
didn't
thought
think
about
about it.
yeah.
Now but I can hear it in my head.
Yeah.
Yep. 1.5 stars. Didn't think I'd have to say this, but please keep your clothes on in a graveyard. And 1.5 stars. What if Night of the Living Dead was bad? Here you go.
No, it's
It's a
fantastic.
great movie. Okay.
It brought us fast zombies long before 28 Days
And
Later.
brains.
It was the first
Yeah.
zombie movie where they ate brains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next film. 1.5 stars. What about anal?
Pause. Huh? What do you?
Human Centipede.
No.
That was my guess as well.
I actually feel like I know it from that line, but I don't.
What's another one?
1 star. This movie felt like something a Catholic high school would show in health class to prevent students from engaging in premarital sex.
It Follows.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next one was 1.5 stars. Live by the coochie, die by the coochie. Can I get an amen? And 1.5 stars. The chlamydia monster. No. All right. Next film. Is this movie actually funny, or are you just a teenage boy?
Could be anything.
1/2 star. Way too many Brits in one movie.
It's somebody who's never seen a Hammer film.
Because there's even more Brits in
Yeah.
those.
I'm pretty stumped. Do we have another one?
Oh, yeah. 1/2 star. I thought the two guys were going to pull a Warm Bodies. The writer wasn't brave enough to make them gay.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
And the last one, 1 star. More like yawn off to bed. Okay. Next film. 1/2 star. American Psycho for annoying bitches.
Is Olivia holding back? I'm trying to
No,
picture
that's
that
just
face.
really funny.
1 star. Woman is upset that she has responsibilities and goes on a killing spree.
Jennifer's Body.
1 star. So this is why she doesn't like blondes?
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
I have one more.
Little Sparrow said Serial Mom.
No.
Let's hear the last one.
1 star. Woof, what a shitter. Wizard of Oz, but Dorothy has BPD.
Pearl.
Pearl! Yes!
That's really funny.
I thought it was Pearl at first. I was like, oh,
Yes.
here's another one.
American Psycho for annoying bitches.
That's really
It's me, I'm annoying bitches. Okay. Last one. 1 star. Proof that an admittedly fantastic pun is not enough to carry a film.
Movies that are puns. Give us a second.
1.5 stars. Lame ass Daleks.
Is it dropping?
It's
ball?
dropping now. Yes. The other ones were 1 star. Just run in a circle and fucking knock the robots over.
No, they had lasers, man.
Yeah. And 1 star. Imagine wanting to have sex in a furniture store. Which, yeah, that's fair. That's all I got, guys.
While Danny was pulling these reviews, you would be shocked by the amount of okay, there's two ends of this. The amount of people that were like, scary movie, I don't like it.
It was scary, 1 star.
on a horror movie. Versus on the opposite end of that spectrum, it was okay, 1/2 star.
Yeah. Like, they were like, yeah, I had a good time, 1.5 stars. Huh?
that rating doesn't make sense.
And also, this made me real mad because I like a lot of these movies.
Oh, yeah.
Just scrolling through endless, like, because it's fun when you find the funny ones and you're like, yeah, the Return of the Living Dead song does sound like the Taco Bell bell.
But it's a hilarious movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. But then when they're just like, it's Night of the Living Dead but bad, it's like, okay, but now you're just objectively wrong.
Yeah.
It's not even funny.
Just
And
watching
obviously-
Danny sit at the desk and they're just like scrolling through and like seething over these bad reviews. Like, I think you just don't like movies.
Yeah.
Talk to Me was one of the best of the year.
It was amazing. People hated it.
And Chopping Mall is one of the best of all time.
Best movie ever.
And we're not really beaten. It's a fantastic
It's actually
film.
a good movie.
We've sold a lot
It's a
of shopping
lot
mall
of fun.
shirts this weekend.
Yeah?
It's kind of crazy. It was like everybody who likes shopping mall came in this weekend and they
Yeah.
were like, let me buy this shirt.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for the 80s and 90s stuff, but Chopping Mall is just a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's great. All right. That is the game portion of the evening. I think the only thing we had left is we were going to talk about some movies. Me and Nick both went to see The Monkey, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I feel like I saw every like horror movie that came out last month, and I had a great time at all of them. I saw Companion and Heart Eyes and The Monkey. The Monkey is definitely up there for my favorites, either between that or Companion, but The Monkey is just insane and ridiculous and such a good time. It is like camp horror is so back, like, which thank God, because
Yeah.
I was like, I was born in the wrong generation. There's no more campy horror anymore. And then I feel like the past couple years it's just been like, bam, 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 and we're just having fun again.
Yeah.
And I love it.
There's a lot of good new stuff. So I think people are really taking the guide rails off again.
Yeah, we're leaning back into like horror being silly and goofy and not serious at all.
Yes. And Nick actually got the Monkey popcorn bucket.
That is true. It will be limited. Very nice piece. Only complaint is all of the drums have dings in them
Yeah.
to some extent. But you can find one that's
Except yours.
good enough. Yeah. So
We also, the Atomic Horror newsletter just went out yesterday, and Nick's review of The Monkey is in that.
that's true.
We also have a super fun interview section in the newsletter this time. We interviewed, what was his name?
Jakim.
Jakim. He is the lead trainer for the rats in Nosferatu 2024. It was super cool getting to talk to him. First of all, so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like so insightful about like the whole process behind the filming.
Yeah.
It was super cool getting to chat with him.
Definitely go to the newsletter for the full thing because he gave us a lot of information, but like one of my favorite things was he said that like they have to keep the rats separated like males and females so that they don't like reproduce while they're filming. And he said that female rats are better for action sequences, like running off, like all the rats running off the ship in Nosferatu are female, and male rats are better at like stationary poses, like if they have to be on an actor or like on a specific mark. But I was like, that's so cool. Like, you got to learn all the rats' individual little talents and stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter if you're not already, so you
Yes.
can read that.
Get your rat content.
Get your rat content. You can learn their names. He told us their names.
Yes. All 2,000.
All 2,000. They're listed in the newsletter.
If they had, we
It's the
would have
longest
listed
we
it.
edition
would
we've
have,
ever
we
put
would have.
out.
That really
yeah.
should have been in the credits.
Yes. But yeah, I think unless anyone else saw anything recently or watched, it doesn't have to be recent that you'd like to.
Anything new to you?
I recently actually finally watched Longlegs,
Oh,
which I'd
what
always.
did you think?
I liked it. You guys didn't like it.
What?
I didn't.
I love it.
Yeah.
I like it.
You liked it, all right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were as impressed by it as.
It's okay. I like it.
It's
Yeah.
very much like Blackcoat's Daughter or something in the sense of like it's a lot of atmospheric
Yes.
and a lot of people
Yes.
talking, but I think it really worked for this one.
Yeah, it's not like an action horror at all. It's very like
Yeah.
Vibes.
like
Full of dread.
art house
Yes.
kind of.
But it really kept my attention, and Nick Cage is Nick
Stunning,
Cage.
yeah.
Is
Like
fantastic.
visually stunning. Nick Cage is also. I love that like he's in his era of just like doing whatever he wants, and you know what? Nobody's gonna tell him. No.
I think that was always his era. I mean, Peggy Sue Got Married
Yeah.
is such a great movie, and it's partly because Nick Cage's performance is just so. What were you thinking? But it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I often say I'm the one watching 40, 50, 60-year-old movies or older all the time, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that newer one I should actually get around to watching. And yeah, I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would, I think.
Yeah, I want to rewatch that one, but I really liked watching it in theaters because it was so like atmospheric and there's
Yeah.
such amazing cinematography. and
Yeah,
stuff.
like super wide angle, slow
Yeah.
push-ins.
Yes.
I think Blackcoat's Daughter made me a little more
Did we go see Longlegs together? Okay.
hesitant.
I was like, who did I see that
we
with?
got Cajun food.
Yeah. I recently watched Oddity, which new to me. I just watched it like 2 days ago. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was surprising. I had heard like pretty mixed things about it. But the whole time I was watching it, it was like one of those movies where the whole time I was watching it, I was like, ew, stop, no.
Good
I
twist
liked
in
it.
it too.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people's. They had it for their scariest film of last year. So.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
worth
I
checking
kept
out.
thinking that one was stop motion, and I
Yeah.
had watched stop motion, and I was like, I've seen this movie. I don't
Yes.
think I've seen that movie.
I think
So I'll
it
have
was
to
the
check it
same
out.
director.
Oh, okay.
That
So
kind of
maybe
makes
that's
sense. That
why.
tracks.
Pretty sure that
Okay.
would have been with it.
Yeah. I think that's all the movies I watched recently.
I know I've watched more, but I can't even.
We consume movies nonstop here, so it's kind of hard to keep track.
That's
of.
what I was just thinking. I was like, oh yeah, there was a day when I started out in the shop on my own. I'm like, I know I watched something, but
Yeah.
it's one of the thousands I've seen.
Yeah. We were going to get into some controversial movie opinions.
Ah, yeah.
So if anyone has any, drop them in the chat, and we're going to talk about some of ours.
Like, what's your guilty pleasure horror
Yeah,
movie?
like
Something that
movies-
you think is either something you think is great that like the general populace thinks is bad, or vice versa, something that you think is awful that a lot of people really love.
Actually, I have another recommended film that's called
Oh, yeah.
Hit us with
Infested.
it.
It's
Oh, yeah.
a French, kind of like Arachnophobia, but even crazier. It's cool. It's
All
really good.
the spiders and
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's pretty convincing. It's like a younger cast, but it's shot really good.
What year
It
is
has
it?
a different vibe to it. Last year.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was one of like Shudder's highest ranked.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Arachnophobia got to you, this movie is really gonna get to you. Of course, Arachnophobia. That's I don't know if you two have seen it, but that one creeped the hell out of me when I was a kid. So yeah, check that one out if you like spider films or if you just want to face your fears.
Who wants to brave their controversial opinion?
First of all, the easiest one is Halloween 3 Rules. And
Yes.
anyone who
Yeah.
doesn't think so
Oh, I love
is
that.
living in the past and mad that Michael Myers wasn't
Yeah.
in it. But
Get over it.
you need to go back, give Halloween 3 a chance.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
I-
My more controversial
Ooh.
one
Ooh.
is Jason X is fantastic.
Yes, yes.
For me,
Yes.
Jason Goes to Hell was so bad,
In Manhattan.
so awful that you're like, I'm gonna hate this forever. How can they bring it back? Jason Goes to Space.
And he
Arrow's
smashes
putting
a
both of
dude's
those out
face
on
in.
4K limited
Yeah.
edition in May, I
Amazing.
think.
It's got David Cronenberg cameo. It's got Kane Hodder as
Ridiculous.
Jason.
He has
And-
so much personality
Yeah.
in that movie. I was like, when I watched that, which I haven't seen all the Friday the 13th, I think I've only seen like a handful, and one of them is Jason X.
Every time it's on,
Yeah.
I'll like actually start watching it and end up watching it.
And the kills are awesome.
Because yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then the like holodeck scene with the camping girls and the sleeping bags.
We love
Is-
premarital sex.
Yeah. It's really funny. It's really smart, and yeah, I feel like that one, like your reviews when I was reading, it's got like a 20% Rotten Tomato score or something. I'm like, what are you people nuts?
hate fun.
I've seen this half a dozen times.
They hate fun.
Yeah. So, Jason X, Jason in Space, Robo Jason. It's all. It's
Yeah,
got it
like
all.
Terminator Jason when he comes back when they kill him, but then they accidentally kill him onto the like reanimation station. Yeah, it's awesome.
I think a pretty collective, like, hot take here at the shop, whole franchise, a whole universe, cinematic universe that most of us don't like is The Conjuring.
Yeah. The first one is fine.
I like
the
the
first one.
The first
The
one
other
is,
ones,
yeah,
though?
they really
No.
beat
the
that to
sequels,
death.
I don't remember it that clearly. But I don't think it was
The last,
horrible.
the Satan one.
The Devil
was,
Made Me Do
yeah,
It. Not
that
good.
one. Given I can't remember it, like a movie's got to be pretty bad for me to be like,
Yeah.
I remember they were in the basement, and Satan was involved. I forget the rest.
That's
of the movie.
all of them.
Yeah.
They're in the basement
And, like,
Satan
you
is
know,
involved.
they really, like, beat that whole
Yeah.
cinematic universe.
The
to
second
death. It's
one,
like
I
there's-
think I
And
actually
there's
liked.
another one coming out.
You didn't like the second one at all? Is that the UK one?
They're just so forgettable and like generic. I
Yeah.
think.
See, that's how I felt about when I didn't see them, but like the Nun and all
It's
of
the
that.
same
Annabelle.
universe.
That's what I'm saying. So I didn't waste my time with those.
No.
Just the original Conjurings, and I was
Yep.
good there.
Yeah, all of them. It was like the Nun, Annabelle. There's like 2 Annabelles now, I think.
Yeah.
There
at
I could be
least.
wrong.
Because there's like Annabelle Comes Home.
Yeah, like, and you know what? That's enough.
The
That's enough.
MCU of horror. Sorry. Too far. Mine is actually one that I like that I feel like most people don't like, which is I quite enjoyed Skinamarink. This was very. Did you not see it?
No, I don't have an issue. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm open more to just
Yeah.
avant-garde, weird stuff.
Which I was actually watching it at home, and we like drew all the blinds and like tried to make it like a vibe, and we were watching it, and I like 5 or 10 minutes in, I was like, this is stupid. And then I was watching it with my best friend, and he was like, no, like look closer, can't you like see something in the dark in the background? And then I was like, ooh, okay, now I get it. Like, it just clicked for me. And then for the rest of the movie, I was like on the edge of my seat, and I had nightmares, like Loki. And I like, if I got up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would be scared. So I'd say it was pretty effective on me. But I
Nice.
know a lot of people just was like, this is boring. It's just like staring at a wall simulator.
Yeah, but I like the originality of that, just doing something really different to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're gonna start to stare at your screen because you're like, what am I not seeing?
And then sometimes there is something there.
Little Sparrow 1 said, very controversial, but I don't care for movies like Hostel or Wolf's Creek.
That's not controversial to me. I don't like Hostel.
I actually haven't seen
I don't really like the torture.
Yeah,
ones.
Brian and I
Torture
share that.
porn.
Neither of us are like,
I know humans are just super awful. Drawing it out, it just makes me sad that humans are as awful as they are, and that's coming from a horror fan.
Have
You
you
know,
seen 2008 Martyrs?
no, I have not seen.
Don't
it.
watch
Yeah,
I actually do want to watch
It's Hostel's
it,
child's play compared to
Yeah.
that film.
but I'm not that as interested in Hostel. Because I've heard Martyrs has like a deeper
I think Hostel-
something going on
Yeah.
than Hostel does. But
It was coming off the success of Saw, obviously, and all that. And I thought it was unique enough, but I remember feeling like I appreciate it for what it was, but it's not my type of cinema. But
And I'm
like
okay.
Martyrs to me is like actually like pretty
I see what you
freaking
mean.
put together. Like it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, like it's heavy, but it makes more sense in terms of like just pure complexity and the
Things like
artistic standpoint.
gore, I don't mind. Older gore, and even like Terrifier, I'm like, it's so over the top. It's fine.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm not really a torture one.
yeah. It's funny because I love the Saw franchise, and whenever people are like, "Oh, I don't really like Saw because I don't like torture porn," in my head I'm like, I would never be like, it's not torture porn, but to me, it's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
Like, because the characters are just so ridiculous. They're like one notch away from like, I got facial reconstruction surgery and now I look exactly like your brother or some shit. Like, it just gets so ridiculous with the plot.
I think that one or two was right about that. What people Terrifier is what people think Saw is.
Yeah.
Like.
And the first Saw is actually not really gory at all. It's just implied, and like even when he cuts his foot off at the end, they show just like the blood, and then that's it. And then, but you're just imagining it, and they have the sounds, and he's screaming and all that. So it still sells it. But the rest of them, they get gorier. But yeah. Did you have another one? Or?
I have another one, and it's like a pretty extreme hot take. And it plays on that.
Okay.
I love Art the Clown as a character. I don't like the Terrifier movies.
Yeah. Okay, but you haven't seen Terrifier 3 though.
And I don't care to, really.
Ugh.
I don't like
Sad
gore.
to hear that.
I love him.
gore.
He's silly and goofy. I liked the first one all right. And
The first one is the least goofy.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for the
Damn.
second one that much.
What if you love
Jason
3? You just don't know it?
agrees.
You're not a Terrifier guy?
Yeah, I am
the
not.
plots come a little off the rails.
Yeah, I don't like gore that much.
Yeah.
I love a silly guy.
I like gore. I love practical effects. My journey with Terrifier was I watched the first one. I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. Like, silly clown guy who kills people badly. And then the second one, I was like, okay, you lost me. And then when I went to see the third one, I was like, okay, you got me again. Because then they started really digging into the, like, campy kind of Dream Warriors-esque plot line.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, no, like, the dream sequences. And then I was like, okay, I understand what the plot is functioning as now. And I feel like I'd seen more, like, campy 80s movies that it's, like, inspired by. And then also just hearing Damien Leone, like, talk about the movie. And I do think they're a bit long, because I think he edits them himself, which maybe would benefit from somebody else
He does
editing
everything.
it.
That's what makes it
Yeah,
better
except
to
the
me.
third one, he did finally
He
get
had
some help with
yeah. I mean, he
the
had a budget
special
finally.
effects. Yeah, because he had a budget. But yeah, 3 actually sold me on the franchise. But I also love gore.
All right,
There's only
I'll,
one
I'll
more.
get back to you.
Yeah.
I'll get
But
back
if you
to when
don't
I
like
watch the third
gore,
one.
you won't like Terrifier. Is just the problem, because that's kind of the point. And they keep dialing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's safe in 3. That is for sure.
No. Any hot takes?
I don't know. I mean, everything else I like is thought to be bad, so
Like what? What's the worst movie
I
you like?
don't know. That I feel like I've answered that too many times with like the Hollywood slasher
Oh,
meets
yeah.
the Skid Row Strangler ones that are just like so.
Just not real.
They just go so slow. But like Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, it's great.
Except they put Linnea Quigley in a sarcophagus
Yeah, they almost
with a real
killed her.
chainsaw.
From carbon monoxide, but other than that, it's great.
They used to just do anything.
But yeah,
these days.
I like a lot of bad ones, and I like all the Jean Rollin, like bad French ones and stuff like that. There are a lot of just movies where you're like, how did this get made? And thank you that it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ones that surprise me, the ones I watch, and I'm like, how is this so bad? And then I'm like, how have I not seen this already? So
And yet you haven't watched Curse to the Bite.
no, I have not watched Curse to the Bite.
Anyone who likes bad movies, watch Curse to the Bite. You don't have to have watched Curse 1. It has nothing to do with Curse 1. Just watch Curse to the Bite.
I got a movie.
Yeah.
It's called Skinned Deep.
Mm.
It's got Warwick Davis. I think it's like 2003, but it looks like it's from the 80s. It's crazy. It's, if you look it up on like Rotten Tomatoes, it's got like 0% almost, but it's got some of the craziest gore. This just, it almost is like David, or not Cronenberg, but Lynch times just like madness, and Toby Hooper. I don't know how to describe it. It has like a Texas Chainsaw thing going on, and David Lynch was there to direct it. But you should see it.
All right.
I
Oh,
did
and
My
one more,
ever-growing watch
Yeah.
list.
because somebody in here doesn't like a certain film.
Are you talking about the one that starts with S?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to bring up.
that
Okay.
I personally think is a good film.
Yes.
And I don't think it's as divided.
Yeah.
Sinister.
Yeah, I don't like Sinister.
I think it's a good film.
I think Bagul, like the guy from Sinister,
Sure.
is goofy as hell and not scary at all. I do think the tapes that he finds with like the kills on them are scary and
Yeah.
good. That's the only part of the movie that I think is worth
I
anything.
agree.
And the spooky children that show up as a result of the tapes are like the most tired, played out looking,
Yeah.
like
But
bags under the eyes, old Victorian child looking
The
ass
tapes are
bitches.
pretty.
Sorry. The tapes are cool, yeah.
Yeah, the tapes are awesome.
And I like
if they
Ethan
release
Hawke.
the tapes as like little mini-series, that'd be great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to backtrack to Skin Deep. Warwick Davis' name in the film is Plates, because he literally sharpens plates and throws plates at his victims. That's all he does.
Well,
It's-
now I'm into it.
You have to see
Yeah,
it.
I'm listening.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
stupid fun.
I will say for Sinister, I liked Sinister 2 more because it's also kind of like a romance movie. And I thought that was pretty fun. More rom-com horror movies need to be made. Thank you, Heart Eyes.
Eh.
I think that pretty much wraps it up for us.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put the discount code on the screen. Since we were talking about the monkey, it's gonna be monkey15. So if you're watching the stream live, you got till midnight tonight. So go ahead and screenshot that and use it on our website for pickup or shipping order. And thank you for coming.